When I was young, my family lived overseas. I lived in Indonesia for a few years, and my mother, she didn't have money to send me where on the American kids went to school. But she thought it's very important to me to keep up with American education, so she decided to teach me extra lesson herself, Monday through Friday. But because she had to work, the only time she could do it was for 40 in the morning. But ever I would complain, my mother would just give me one of those looks that says, "This is a pick for me in the register." So I know that some of you are still trusting to being back to school, but I'm here today because I have something important to discuss with you. My father left my family when I was 2 years old. I was raised by a single mom who had to work and struggled the time to pay the bills and wasn't always able to give to do things that other kids had. There were times when I wished I had a father in my life. There were times when I was homeless and felt like I didn't fit it. So I was always focused. I should I have been on school and I did something that's not follow up and I got more trouble should I have. And my life was easy taken a chance for a course. But I was lucky. I got a second chance and have opportunities to my dream. Likewise, our First Lady is Michelle Obama. She has a similar story. Neither of her parents has gone to college, and they didn't have a lot of money. But they worked hard, and she worked hard, so that she could go to the best school in this country. Some of you might not have those advantages. Maybe you don't have adults in your life who give you the support that you need. Maybe someone in your family has lost their job, and there's not enough money to go girl. Maybe you live in a neighborhood you don't feel yourself and have friends who were expression to do things you know are right. Maybe you could be raised writer. Maybe you was enough to write a book. Articles in newspaper, but you may not know it until you write that endless paper. That's ink glass papers assigned to you. Maybe it could be innovators or ventures. Maybe it was not enough to come up with the next iPhone or the next medicine or vaccines. But you may not know it until you do your objects for your science class. Maybe you could be a mayor or a senator or a Supreme Court trustee. But you may not know that until you join student government or debate team. And no matter what you want to do with your life, I guarantee that you need an education to do it. You want to be an actor or a teacher or police officer. You want to be a nurse or architect, a lawyer or members of our military. You're going to need a good education for every single one of those careers. You cannot drop out of school and just choose a good job. You got to transfer as work for and learn for it. And this is just important for your own life in your own future. What you mess up your education which decides nothing less than the futures in this country. The futures of America depends on you. What you're learning in school today will determine whether we as a nation can meet our greatest challenges in the future. You need the knowledge and problem-solving skills you learn in science and math to skills diseases like cancer as to develop new energies, technologies, and protect our environment. You need insights and critical thinking skills you gain in history and social study to fight poverty and homelessness, price and discrimination, and make our nation more fair and more free. You need to do activities and knowledge to develop in our classes to build new companies. This creates new jobs and boost your economy. We need every single one of you to develop your talents and your skills in intellect, so you can have us for songs our most difficult problem. If you don't do that, if you quit on school, you're not just questing on you and questing on your country. I know it's not always easy to do well in school. I know lots of you have to challenge in your life right now. This can make it hard to focus on your schoolwork. I get it, I know what it's like. But at the end of the day, the circumstances of your life, what you look like, where you come from, and how much money you have, what you got going on at home. Lots of that is excuse for neglecting your homework and having the best attitudes in school. That's no excuse for talking bad to your teachers, cutting class, or dropping out of school. There is no excuse for not trying. Where you are right now doesn't have to determine where you end up. No one's written your destination in your own, because in America, you write your own destinies, you make your own future. That's why young people like you are doing it every day, or all across America. That's why nowadays I'm going to set on your own goals for your education and do everything you can to meet them. Your goals can be something as simple as doing on your homework, paying attention in class and spending some time in each day, reading a book. Maybe you decided to involve in extracurricular activity or volunteers in your community. Maybe you decided to dance for skills or be in stage or bully because of who they are and how they look. Because you believe I do. That's all young people deserve a safe environment to study and learn. Maybe you decided to take better care of yourself, you can be more ready to learn. But whatever you want to do, I want to commit to. I want to really work on it. I know that's something you get to see on TVs, that you can be rich and successful without any hard work. That's just tickets your success into rapping, basketball, being a reality TV star. Chances are you're not good to any aspect. The truth is being successful is hard. You won't love every subject that you study. You won't click with every teacher that you have. Not every homework assignment will seem completely relevant to your life right at this minute. And you want necessary success as everything the first time you try. That's okay. Some of the most successful people in the world are the ones who have the most failure. J.K. Rowling, who wrote Harry Potter. His first Harry Potter book was released 12 times before it was finally published. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. He lost hundreds of games and made thousands of shots during his career, but he once says, I have failed over and over again in my life, and that's where I succeed. These people succeed because they understood that you can let your failure define you. You have to let your failures change you. You have to learn to you what to do different the next time. So you get into trouble. That doesn't mean you're a troublemaker. It means you try harder to act right. If you get the best grades, it doesn't mean you're stupid. It means you just spend more time to study. No one's brain beings as good at one thing. You become good at things through hard work. You're not afraid to access it the first time you play a sport. You don't hit every note the first time you sing a song. Use God's plastic. The same principle applies to your throughout coursework. You may have to do the math problem a few times before you get it right. You may have to read something a few times before you understand it. You definitely have to few try out your part before it's good enough to hand in. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it, and I do it every day. Asking for help is an exercise of question, it's a side trend. Because it shows you have the courage to admit when you don't know something, and then allow you to learn something new. So fight on those that you trust. A parent against parent or teacher, a coach or counselor, and ask them to have to taste on charge to miss goals. And even you struggle when you're this coach and you feel like others people have given up on you. Don't ever give yourself. Because when you give on yourself, you give up your country. The story of America isn't about people who squeezed these things in you can't touch. It's about people who get given who tries harder, who love their countries too much, do anything less than the best. It's the story of students who assess when you said 250 years ago, and when the Arts waged a revolution and the father's nation. Young people. Student who says you said 75 years ago who overcame this vision and won the World War. Who found a saving flight and fought the man on the moon. Student who says we you said 20 years ago who founded Google, Twitter, Facebook, and changed the way you communicate with others. So today, I want to ask you, what's your contribution going to be? What problems are you going to solve? Discoveries you make. What's a president who came to here in 20 or 50 or 100 years says about what's on of you this country? Know your family, your teachers, and I do everything so we can make sure you have this education. You need to answer the questions. I'm working hard to fix up your last room and get you the books and quizzes in computers you need to learn. By the gods, do this first too. So as a batch on of you get serious this year. I expect you to put your best effort and everything you do. That's great thing from each of you. So don't let us down. Don't let your family down and your country down. Most of all, don't let yourself down. Myself on fault.